When I get angry, I get sharp, right? But I also thought, when I'm really happy, I get sharp.
Yeah.
And it changed me. I started saying, okay, I call it transformational vocabulary because the words you attach to your experience, as I said, become your experience. My mother would call me one time, I'm old enough, you're probably not old enough, before we had cell phones, we had these little recorder calls, it was like on a reel to reel, and you called in and got your calls. Well, I went to England and Europe for about, 2 weeks, and I gave my staff the time off. They've been working their tail off. So my mom calls every day and leaves a message, doesn't get a call back. And when I called from England, the little beep thing wouldn't translate. So I didn't know it was on there. I didn't know I was upset. I come home, and there are 10 days worth of messages. And every single message she says, I am humiliated. This is humiliating. My son is not the president of the United States. It's the most humiliating experience of my life. And as I'm listening to this going, my mom is always humiliated.
Yeah.
Do you know why? If there's a funnel of experience and it's painful,
Yeah.
he's going annoyed Pete, I'm going pissed off, and he's going, I'm going to kill him, right? Yeah. My mom always uses the word for anything uncomfortable for humiliated, so she's always humiliated. So I'm never depressed. I was so depressed when I got chased out of my house and I had no money in my background. I lived in this place of depression, and I remember reading this book by Claudine Bristol. It's called The Magic of Believing. And I read the book, and it talked about how to condition your mind. And one of the things I did, I wrote on soap on the mirror, I wrote, only a loser is depressed, which isn't true. You can be a winner and be depressed and feel that way. But I knew I wasn't a loser. That was my leverage.
Yeah.
And I literally took the word depression out of my vocabulary. I've never used it again. I felt down. I felt pissed off. I felt frustrated. I felt sad. I felt overwhelmed in moments. But I've never felt depressed. Because when I was depressed, I got to the point where I was questioning whether it's worth it all. You know what I mean? And so your words shape your psychology. And so a few word changes, as stupid as that sounds, as overly simplistic as that sounds, or people give metaphors.